everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag video for you. I'm going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag, one that I've been seeing floating around and I've been really wanting to do. It's been out there for a while, but I'm finally going to do it. Let's just get started. The first question is, what popular book or series did you read that you did not like? I have two books for this. These are books that I didn't like that everyone seemed to like, so much so that they were made into movies, and I just didn't get the hype around them. And that is Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen, Gruen, we'll say Gruen. And this is the one that has James Patterson and what's her name? Oh my god, that's gonna bug me. I can't remember. Anyway, you know who, it's on the cover, but I just didn't see with the fascination. When I finished reading the book, I was just like, meh, didn't really enjoy it too much. And I don't think I ever even watched the movie. That's how much I was not really into the book. And then also, Beautiful Creatures. I don't know, this is the young adult book about a young girl who finds out that she's a witch, or a young man who finds out that a girl that he's crushing on is a witch of some sort. I don't know. I found the main female character to be very annoying, very childish. I don't know. Maybe a younger crowd might really enjoy this, but I just didn't see. I own the rest of the other three books in the series. I'm not going to read them. I didn't even realize that I still had them. I have to get rid of them. I just thought this book was okay. I don't know why they made it into a movie. The next question is, popular book or series that everyone else seemed to hate but that you loved. So again, I have two. And the first one, I don't know if people hated, but that is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. I feel like when anybody hears Stephenie Meyer, they're just automatically not going to give the book a chance, I feel like. Or I've actually seen people read it, or actually this weekend I saw somebody that started reading it and didn't finish it because she didn't enjoy it. I loved this. I think it was because it wasn't something that I was expecting. I was expecting kind of like Twilight, that, you know, insta-love, obsessive love, and I didn't get that. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I really enjoyed it. I wanted to read book two, but I don't know if book two is ever going to be written. I do own The Chemist by Stephenie Meyer, so hopefully I can get to that. So that is one book that I think a lot of people weren't too crazy about. The other one is Landline by Veronica Roth. I know a lot of people love the author, but I did see a couple of people say that they thought this was boring. I loved it. I haven't read any of her young adult novels, but I really enjoyed this. I would highly recommend this to anybody. I thought it was sweet, it was funny, it was cute. I was in love with the male protagonist in this book. I really enjoyed this one. The next question is a love triangle where the main character did not end up with the love interest that you wanted her to end up with. I have one, which I think is obvious. If you haven't read The Hunger Games or watched the movies, then don't look. But I don't know if I hated they were together, but when I read the first book, after I read the first book, I wanted her to be with Gale so bad. And then toward the end, I understood why she was with Peeta, but originally I was 100% Gale. I could not believe. And also Twilight, why was anybody picking Jacob? I don't know. I was glad she ended up with Edward. Anyway, and so then the second book that I picked is, it's not a love triangle per se. I don't know. I would love to read the, prequel to the series, but that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's not in this book, but in one of the books you find out that Snape has always been in love with Harry's mom, and I cried at that scene in the book. I just loved it. It was my favorite romance, my favorite unrequited romance in a book. I want to hear that story of kind of all of Harry's parents and that whole gang. I'd love to hear more of that story. But anyways, it wasn't really a triangle per se, but you know what I mean. The next question is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for, and that has to be young adult contemporary. A lot of people love young adult contemporary, but it's just one that I'm not into at all. I feel everyone loves it. I read the first book in this series and I did enjoy it, but when I think of a book that I really want to read and I'm really reaching for, I don't go for young adult contemporary. I always pass it up. And I also I always hear people talking about in adult fiction, like the small, quiet, like family story about a family, and it just doesn't have a draw to me at all. I don't see why people are always interested in reading like family dramas. Like I don't know. It just doesn't sound interesting to me at all. So those are kind of like two genres that I don't necessarily pick up a lot, and I think a lot of people really enjoy. Next is a popular author that you just can't seem to get into. So the first one is Colleen Hoover. I read Slammed, which I didn't like very much. It kind of made me cringe. I was in love with the first half of this book, and then it just went downhill for me from there. So this is an author that I think a lot of people just are loving, but I don't think I'm going to be picking up any more of her books, since both of these were, I would consider, a fail, because I'm not picky when it comes to romance. If that's terrible, that sounds terrible, but I'm really not. And so the fact that I just didn't enjoy them says something. I don't know. And then the other is Stephen King. He's just an author that for some reason, I picked up Misery. I thought I would like Misery, but I never got around to reading it. I just always seem to be passing it up. I don't know what it is about his books that I just don't feel like reading for some reason. But yeah, so those are two authors that I can't really get into. One, because I've read the books, the other, they just haven't. Okay, the next question is a popular book trope that you are tired of, and that is the girl who doesn't think she's pretty. I understand young girls, they just don't have self-esteem, and so in a lot of young adult fiction, and I think even in like the new adult and even in the adult, a lot of the girls tend to be like, oh, I'm not pretty, and then she's like, doesn't know she's pretty, and everyone thinks she's like the prettiest thing ever. Like, I just don't understand that trope. It just gets on my nerves so much. The next question is a popular book series that you have no interest in reading, and that is the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. I own all the books, but I think there was just so much hype around them, and the movies came out, and I think even the third movie was like even a flop. I don't even think anybody went to go watch it. I just don't feel the need to read it anymore. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I know it's a dystopian novel. I intentionally didn't listen to reviews or videos so that I wouldn't be spoiled, and I just never read them. I don't know. So now I'm just not interested in reading them anymore, which sounds really bad, but I'm going to keep the books in case one day I feel like it. Okay, and then so the last question on here is my favorite, and it says, as the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. What movie was better than the book? So I have two. The first one is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I read the first couple of chapters. Oh my god, this was so boring. I don't know how anybody got into it. The movie is 10 times better than the book. I love that movie so much, hands down. And then the next has to be The Painted Veil by W. Somerset Maugham. Oh my god, this book was the most annoying book ever. The female protagonist, Kitty, they made her so much more likable, and like her character so much more redeemable at the end of the movie. And at the end of this, I couldn't believe they definitely changed the story in the movie, and it's 10 times better, and I love that movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. So that is it. This is the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I think everyone has already done this. If you haven't, consider yourself tagged. Go ahead and do it, and let me know at the bottom, and I'll go watch it. That's it. Keep an eye out. I've already recorded 2 haul videos, which will be coming out probably like Thursday and Friday. But yeah, I've been recording, so let's just hope that I get to the editing part and then the uploading part, because those can both take a while. If you enjoy it, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later. Bye!